This country is in ruins. I feel I must benefit my fellow citizens in some way. How should I go about doing this?
Worshipping the gods will bring us prosperity. To benefit your fellow citizens, you should build a temple.
Don't listen to that idiot. What good are gods that we can't even see? You must build a school as the foundation of every state is the education of its youth.
Education may be important, but fate leads him who follows it and drags him who resists it. And since fate is determined by the gods, building a temple is much more significant since they control our lives.
Fate? Control our lives? Do you mean to say that we have no say in our own lives? Look here, everyone. Here stands a fool who can't even manage his own life.
Acquaintances, control yourselves. Your quarreling will do no good for me or our fellow citizens. Anybody can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person and at the right time and for the right purpose, that is not within everyone's power and is not easy. Therefore, this arguing must stop.
I had forgotten that we have 2 ears and 1 tongue, so that we would listen more and talk less, and for that I deeply apologize. But please, do not disregard me. I can prove to you the significance of building a school. Doing so will greatly increase your status.
Please stand up properly and regard me as your equal, my friend. If you are to prove your theory to me, you must respect yourself first.
Sir, let me prove to you the importance of building a temple. This man will beg to you, but I will come with confidence in my plan.
What credit does this man have? He shows his riches and his wealth, but that means nothing of the quality of his mind, his thoughts, his values. He may consider himself worthy of the gods, but who is a mortal to judge that?
Do you mean to say that I'm inferior to you? Anyone can see your wicked mind just by looking at your ragged clothing. I have much experience as a priest, and ever since my time I've been respectfully quoted by the Romans and many others.
I must disagree. Men should not be judged by the clothes they wear, but rather the words they speak and the actions they take. However, I must admit the words he speaks do sting. Before we—
See, you worthless priest, you wealthy fools only talking about helping the poor in your country, but what do? Absolutely nothing. True philosophy is only an action, not thought, and at least I am a true philosopher.
I suppose this is a good point. If I am to take any of your advice, I must know your philosophy and beliefs. Only with that will I be able to give you the proper credentials. Plutarch, what are your thoughts on death?
Death? There's no such thing as death. One soul is always alive. When the body dies, the soul takes life in another. I believe in reincarnation, so to speak. Though people say that one's life ends when one dies, our story will never end.
Impressive, I must say. I've never heard a Roman or Greek express belief in reincarnation. It must take courage to state something so unusual. How about you, Diogenes? Or have you lost your wit?
Lost my wit? This man has foolishly put his faith into something he cannot even see. How can he believe in reincarnation when there is absolutely no proof? See, he doesn't even have an answer. Personally, I believe that there is no difference between life and death. Therefore, I have absolutely no fear of death.
Now that is something I've never heard of. You both are too hard to judge. Your answers are too strange. Why did I have to pick these two men to help me decide? At this rate—
Excuse me? If you have something to say, speak to us directly. If you are to do anything for your nation, you must have the courage, the wits, and the voice. I would recommend that you learn from me. You would learn well. Ah, the great historian priest speaks once more. Come round, everyone. Listen to this wise man's thoughts.
I can see a great storm coming. If I am to make any sort of decision, I must make it now. I have already waited much too long. Any final words?
As I said before, gods play the most vital role in our lives. Without worshipping them, our lives would be in ruin. However important education may be to our state, gods ultimately decide who survives and who does not. If you, great Aristotle, want to live a life of recognition and success, the gods will ultimately make it happen.
We ourselves don't even know what is to happen in our own lives? Does that not seem absurd to you? Especially you should know the importance of an education. You learn from Plato. You don't think that affected your life at all? All these subjects you study, biology, poetry, ethics, these are the effect of your education. They have absolutely nothing to do with the gods. As a child, I lived in a place where the officials were corrupt. Only by using my brain was I able to figure this out. The gods didn't guide me in living that place. My life is run by me and no one else. Yours must too.
I have made my decision. Plutarch, I have nothing against you. In fact, I would like to remain friends. But I've chosen to build a school. I will go back to Athens and build a school, perhaps named the Peripatetic or the Lyceum. I will surely leave my mark on Athens, its children, and its future forever. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, thank you, come again.